What's good, everybody? It's your UncleSamsReject here, and welcome back to the channel, boys. And today we are back with another NCAA simulation video, man. And this time it's gonna be a little bit different. You know, we've done how many simulations before a certain school wins a championship? We've done can we recreate a player's Heisman season? Now we're gonna do a what if player didn't leave a certain school. We all know Cam Newton was once a freshman on the University of Florida's roster behind Tim Tebow, set to be like the next guy before he transferred to Blinn College to win the JUCO National Championship, then eventually going to Auburn to win the NCAA National Championship. But I want to know, how could have Cam Newton's career possibly shaped out if he just waited and been patient and waited to play after Tim Tebow left Florida? Let's get right into it. All right, boys, so let's come over here first to the Florida Gators depth chart, man. Take a look here. We got sophomore quarterback Tim Tebow. We got freshman quarterback Cam Newton. I'm not going to name all the other guys, even though I do know who the other guys are on this team. But none of them are as important, except for maybe Percy Harvin, for what we have going on here. We're waiting to see what Cam could do once Tebow leaves, especially if Tebow leaves early. So without further ado, let's get into the sim. Probably not going to see much in this first season. All right, boys. So at the end of season number 1, Tim Tebow did lead this Florida Gator squad to the SEC championship, but he would lose that to Arkansas. He also lost to Florida State at the end of the season. So, you know, if they would have won throughout those games, or even possibly just won the SEC championship, they could have possibly found their way, you know, fighting for a natty spot. But they are going to finish the season as of right now, number 10 in the nation after winning their bowl game. So being that Cam Newton, we already knew he wasn't going to get a lot of playing time in his first year, possibly not his second year either. Our goal is for Tim Tebow to finish, you know, to have 2 great seasons so he can leave early. He finished 3rd in the Heisman voting, so we're already off to a great start. Tebow threw for 3,400 yards, 39 touchdowns, 14 picks. Cam Newton in his limited role, 105 QBR, 30 for 69, 503 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. And then, you know, only a 43% completion percentage, so not the greatest, but he's not playing much on the ground. Let's go ahead and see if Cam Newton was able to get anything done. Scrolling down, 31 carries, 103 yards, 3.3 yards a carry, a touchdown. I mean, he was 4th on the team in rushing yards, you know, in just his first season. All right, boys, so here we are getting ready for season number 2. Now, I've thought about redshirting Cam Newton because I would think that Urban Meyer could and would possibly do that, like redshirt, you know, Cam Newton for the second year. That way he could possibly get 3 years out of him. But we're going to play it straight to, like, you know, how he did IRL. He went to Florida 1 year, went to Blinn College 1 year, then he went to Auburn 1 year and got drafted after 3 years of eligibility. So, you know, we're going to keep that. We're going to keep it solid. We're going to give him, you know, basically his 2 years of eligibility in the FCS world, or FBS, excuse me. But Tim Tebow, right now, coming off of finishing 3rd in a Heisman voting, comes into season number 2 as a 92 overall. I would be very surprised if he didn't leave after this season. All right, boys. So in year 2, even though Cam is still not the starter, Tim Tebow regresses a little bit. They finished the regular season, well, the bowl season at number 12 in the nation. Of course, we got to wait for everything to be over to see how they actually finish. But they lose 3 games this year. They do win 10 games again, but they go 10-3. Tim Tebow had a pretty decent season, so I would definitely see him leaving for the draft. Cam Newton in his limited time, 20 for 49, 363 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. So right now, his turnover differential, touchdown to interception ratio is -2. Because he threw 2 and 3 last year, he threw 3 and 4 this year. You know what I mean? So take a look at his career. What's that? 5 and 7 on the ground. Cam Newton got a little bit less touches. They gave it to freshman quarterback Mike Barrett, who ran for 6 for 77 with a touchdown. Cam ran for 10 for 52. Didn't get a chance to get it in the end zone. And you see Tim Tebow there ran for almost 800 yards. All right, boys. So music to our ears. Timothy Tebow is going to the NFL draft as a 95 overall. He is declaring, which means Cam Newton has 2 seasons to, you know, make this team his and to put this team on the map. You know, technically IRL, Cam Newton won 2 national championships. He's on the 2008 Florida team. He got a ring for that. And then, of course, he won in 2010 with Auburn. Let's see if he can even get close to 1-1 here in this sim. All right, so 1+ coming into this season for Cam Newton. Percy Harvin is going to return for his senior season. 99 overall, 99 speed, 99 agility, 99 excel, 97 awareness. Take a look at his catching. He's got a 90, 99 spec catch, 92 catching traffic, 82 carries, so he can run the ball a little bit. Route runners at 95. Cam Newton has a target to get the ball to, for dang on sure. Cam Newton, moderate improvement, is up to an 87 overall. He better watch his back. This dude, Mike Barrett, is on his heels. But of course, in the sim, we're not going to let him take his spot. 87, 76 speed, 74 awareness. Spin and juke is getting up there. Let's take a look at his throwing. 92 throw power, 86 throw accuracy. So I think, Cam Newton is going to be able to do some things, here with his squad. And then let's take a look at some of his supporting cast coming into this year. J.R. Barrett is a 92 overall running back with 97 speed. Coming over here to his wide receivers, we already know he has Percy Harvin. He's got Jonathan Perry, and then he's got Chris Rogers. 390, 90 or better wide receivers. They got an 86 overall tight end and Adam Neal. I can't remember if that's Jordan Reed or not. Somebody let me know if that is. I believe it is. That's either Jordan Reed or Trey Burton. I can't remember. It's probably Trey Burton. I'm probably a few years too soon for Jordan Reed. No left tackles that's going to be getting any better anyway. So all freshmen. We got an 85 and 84 overall left guard. At center, we got an 86. As we got a 90 right tackle. So yeah, the O-line isn't looking the greatest. 88, 86, 83 right guard. So O-line could use a little work. All right, boys. So season 3, Cam Newton's first year as a starter, coming in as the number 13 team in the nation. Take a look at the schedule. We got Hawaii, Miami, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, LSU, Louisiana Tech, Miss State, Georgia, Vandy, South Carolina, and then last but not least, which has been the recurring theme of this sim, ending off the season with a rival in Florida State. All right, boys, so Cam Newton's first year as a starter, a little underwhelming. His team is worse than what Tim Tebow had while, at the helm here at Florida. He finishes the season 8-5. He does get a bowl win, but he loses to Florida State, gets blown out by South Carolina, loses the Georgia game as well, got blown out by LSU, beat by 3 to Tennessee. So almost every SEC game was a loss, and it was a loss badly. So Cam Newton wasn't really ready for what was coming his way. They had a good opponent schedule, 83 and 65, a combined opponent record. I mean, we finished over 500, but when you're the number one guy, the starting quarterback here at Florida, 8-5 just ain't what you're looking for as a season. You know what I mean? That's not success. So it does look like Cam Newton may have gotten injured. Not really sure. 193 for 369, 134 QBR, 2,800 yards, 33 touchdowns, did throw 20-plus picks with 21, 52% completion percentage, sacked 22 times this season. Let's see what he did on the ground. 125 carries, 462 yards, 5 touchdowns on the ground. And it's crazy, man. Let's see how much he was able to get the ball to Percy Harvin. 53 catches, 730 yards, 13 touchdowns. I definitely feel like he should have gotten a few more touches and a few more looks than that. All right, boys. So the fourth and final season here for Cam Newton. 92 overall. He goes up +5. 78 agility, 81 awareness. Let's take a look at these passing stats. Does his arm get stronger? It does a little bit. He also gets a +3 to throw accuracy. So this is the prove it year. This is was it worth Cam Newton staying at Florida all these years? All right, guys. Let's take a look at the final depth chart here for Cameron Newton. We also thought that Mike Barrett was going to be the guy next in line to take over for Cam, but it looks like it's going to be Charles Hicks. Let's take a look at his running back position. We got a 98 overall J.R. Barrett, 98 speed with a 93, 92 Jake Hill. At receiver, we got 93 Jimmy Fogel. We got 89 overall Mark Matthews. I don't know where I saw Frank at. And then we got Fred Berry. So receiving core is a little lackluster. Tight end, we got Adam Neal. 6'2", 244 senior, 91 overall, 86 speed. I'm pretty sure that's Trey Burton. At left tackle, we got an 85 overall in Kelly. At left guard, we have an 88 overall in Hendricks. At center, this thing is moving a little slow. We got a 97 overall center with Jared George. At right guard, we have Nick Malone, 93 overall. So the protection is there for sure. Then at right tackle, we got Julius Moore holding it down. All right, boys. So here's a schedule for the fourth and final season. Coming in number 22 in the nation. FCS West, Troy, Tennessee, Kentucky, Bama, Mississippi State, LSU, Boston College, Georgia, Vanderbilt, South Carolina, Florida State. So coming over here to the preseason Heisman watch list, Cam Newton is number 3 on that list, so we're expecting really big things out of him this year. Cam Newton is also coming in as a preseason All-American quarterback as well, boys. So we are expecting big things out of Cameron Newton here in this fourth and final season at UF. All right, boys. So in the fourth and final season of Cam Newton's career here at Florida, he doesn't win 10 games, not once. He loses his last and final bowl game by 2 to UCLA, being that they did win the SEC championship, so he did get that done. How fitting that he beat Auburn in the SEC championship. They made it to the Sugar Bowl and lost by 2 to UCLA. But I don't think Cam Newton was the problem when it comes to Florida's lack of success this season. Cam this year won the Maxwell and the Davey O'Brien and was an All-American. So he had a successful season here, boys. Take a look, 160 QBR, 323 for 543, 4,800 yards, 52 touchdowns, only 17 picks. Of course, it could have been a little bit better cleaning up on the pick side. 59% completion percentage, 9 yards per attempt, 86 is the longest of the season, sacked 17 times. Coming over here to the rushing side of things, he ran the ball 72 times for 282 yards, 7 touchdowns. J.R. Barrett only had 57 carries the whole entire year. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, but it is what it is. That's how our Urban Meyer called the thing here, the end of the season. Cam did have 2,000-yard receivers, one with 15 touchdowns, and he also had his tight end Neal here with 10 touchdowns, who won tight end of the year. So Cam Newton definitely made some of his teammates some money. Fogel had 95 catches, 84 catches for Mark Matthews. So, you know what I mean? Cam Newton did his thing for sure. So Cam Newton breaks the record. He becomes the passing yards in the season school record holder. You know what I mean? He threw for 4,800 yards. He beats the 38.96 that, who's that? Rex Grossman, I believe, in 2001 through 4. Also, he breaks the school passing touchdowns in the season record with 52, the previous record being 96. I mean, being 39 and 96. And there was that Dan Worrell or something like that. He won the Heisman, right? And also one of our receiver breaks the receptions in the season record. That's all due to Cam. He also brings the receiving yards in the season record. That's all due to Cam. So Cam Newton is going to leave Florida as a 94 overall. Safe to say he will be getting drafted, being that he won the Davey O'Brien and the Maxwell. Take a look at his career here at Florida. They don't have the totals like they do in NCAA, so I'm not going to do, I guess I could do the quick maths. 1 second. So in Cam Newton's career here at Florida, he threw for 8,556 yards. He also threw for 90 touchdowns, and he threw for 45 picks. And then when it comes to interceptions, the junior season was the one where he was the highest in relative to, you know, how many touchdowns he threw 21, 17 his second year. That's going to be 45. So his touchdown to interception record ratio was 90 to 45. You want it a little bit lower, but you know, he's slinging the ball all around. He improved every year when it came to average yards per game. He threw for 350 yards damn near his final season. His completion percentage also got better. You know, he ended with a 60% completion percentage his final year. Average attempts a game went up as Urban Meyer showed him a little bit more trust. Threw for almost 48 game his final season. Longest of his career was 86 his last year. He was sacked a lot in 2009 with 22, probably holding on to the ball a little bit too long. But in his final season here at UF, he got, rid of the ball a little bit more, only being sacked 17 times. And then when it came to rushing the ball, his junior year is where he saw his most success. 462 yards, 5 touchdowns, but he got in the end zone more. His senior year was 7. He longest rush of his career is only 22. He averaged 20 yards per game his final season. He averaged 4 yards a carry his final season. Yards after first hit, 56 his final year, 100 in his junior year. Only 3 yards in his career, more than 20 yards. He broke a bunch of tackles his junior year, not so much his final year. In his junior year, he had a little bit of fumbling issues with 6, but then in his senior year, he cleaned that up, only having 3. Here we are in Madden 08. We did save the draft class that had Cam Newton. We want to go ahead and finish his career out the right way. As of right now, he's projected to go in the second round as opposed to the very first quarterback taken in his draft class. But let's see if that holds true. All right, boys. So it looks like Cam Newton got drafted by the St. Louis Rams, the then St. Louis Rams. He comes in as a 72 overall. He's going to be the third string. He's 23, only a 69 speed. Acceleration 74. Awareness pretty low at a 67. Come over here to his passing stats. They're going to give him an 87 throw power, at 85 pass accuracy, and that's pretty much all it is. He was drafted. Oh, so he was actually drafted in the first round, the last pick of the first round. So Cam Newton does go in the first round. Doesn't go number 1 overall, but he goes the last pick, but he still didn't slip out of the second round like I originally thought. That means when I send him to my next pick, that means my team had another first round pick. But you guys let me know. No national championship, no Heisman, but he does still win 2 individual awards. He does still go in the first round of the draft, and he does win a SEC championship. Did Cam Newton make the right decision by leaving Florida to go to a JUCO, get those reps in, then come back to Auburn, take the world by storm, and then be the number 1 overall pick? Or did things work out kind of just as well by him staying down, staying patient, not stealing the computer, and staying at UF down in Gainesville, man? You guys let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what player from college that you guys want to see next. What if they would have stayed at a certain school? Stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you are new. It's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject, rkgames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Hey. Niggas want me to lose, but I can't. I've been stacking this shit to the ceiling. Know some niggas with bodies and it ain't no probably. We never speak on them killers. Everybody on my block gon' get them some money. It's only a couple of drillers. I've been fucking them hoes, man. Them bitches ain't